Thank you for joining us for our webinar session. My name is Chandan KR and I'm the Senior Product Specialist of 42Gears. 42Gears offers a wide range of mobility solutions for enterprise to help increase workforce productivity and secure corporate data. Today we will be talking about mobile application management by 42Gears. Before we get started, I would like to say that if you have any questions during the presentation, please drop them in the question box. I'll answer them at the end of the webinar. So let's get down to business and start with our topic for the day. Let's first get a basic understanding of mobile application management. MAM can be defined as the process of pushing and managing enterprise applications to company-owned or personal-owned devices like smartphones or tablets used by business workforce. Mobile applications allow employees to connect to enterprise resources to improve productivity and to automate business process to drive real business value for your company. For example, email client. With business developing their own custom apps for enterprise use, they have started looking at solutions that can manage the application instead of the mobile devices. While MDM is helpful in provisioning enterprise mobile applications, it becomes necessary to introduce extra level of security at app level to perform in mobile environments. With enterprise apps becoming a vital part of business mobile strategies, MDM vendors are expanding their solution to include MAM abilities. IT admin also find it easier to manage and control applications that are distributed through an enterprise app store. Let's now move on to the MAM for business. Mobile application management allows company to secure and manage enterprise app. Using a MAM solution, an enterprise can define who has access to a particular app and who doesn't. This allows the admin to ensure that employees can only download apps that are pre-selected for them from the App Store. Business can enhance the authority and limit access as per hierarchy structure. The admin can also secure content within the apps such as contacts, email, camera functionalities can be whitelisted or denied using a MAM solution. The admin can control where and when the apps are to be run. For example, geolocation, time fencing, and network fencing are some of the options made available by MAM solutions. In case of loss or theft of device, application can be wiped out to ensure safety of corporate data. 42Gears Enterprise App Suite is a quick and easy solution to deploy enterprise mobility apps to end users. We offer an enterprise app store specifically designed to push or update applications securely to end user devices. 42Gears allows a custom app store to be created on company or employee-owned devices, allowing users to directly download the apps to their mobile devices. Our enterprise app store allows IT admin to push enterprise web apps to users' device through the enterprise app store. You can also configure URL or the port settings, even the email address and license keys to eliminate the need to educate end users about the first time setup. We'll now move to a demo where you'll get to see how to push an application using SureMDM App Store to an employee devices. We'll also cover how to allow an employee to download an app from the Google Play for work on the device. Please do put in any query you may have in the question box. I'll answer them at the end of the session. So to register into SureMDM, just visit 42Gears website, click on SureMDM login button over here. it redirects to SureMDM login page, wherein new user, I would recommend you to just click on new user sign up. If you're already an SureMDM user, just enter the credentials. Click on login button once the credentials are entered. Now in a centralized place, you can see all the devices inside the home page. For our demonstration purpose, I have enrolled two devices. One is of Android platform and other one is iOS. Now let us see how to add an application to the App Store. Click on App Store on the toolbar. First, let us see how to add an application to Android devices. Click on Add New App. There are three options over here. First one is Upload APK file. Upload APK file is for any internal distribution of apps. It might be a custom build or it might be an ISV build. You just need to click on Upload APK. Click on Browse File. Here you can select any of the application which might be your custom application or any ISV file. So now it is getting uploaded to our SureMDM repository. We need to enter some details such as like category. So as this SureMDM logo, SureLog is of to capture the logs files, let us enter. And the description followed by description. Once you have entered all the required details, you just need to click on Add button. Now here you can see whichever application you add from the upload APK file, it will be there in this repository. Let us see the second APK file. For example, the second option is if you have any URL hosted in the third-party server, you can directly enter that link over here. Automatically, it will be there present in the SureMDM App Store. So the third option is the web apps. It need not be an APK file. It can be your internal website if you want that to be available for your end users, and if you want the end users to be a secured email content. For example, let us see how to add a web application. You just need to enter the web link. Let me add a web link that is 42Gears website. Copy this URL file. Enter your web link. Now anyone would like to do their own branding. Yes, if you have the web link, you can upload your own logo file so that it will be a branding for the end users. Click on upload link. Select the logo of your company. Enter the title. So 42Gears belongs to EMM, and the small description. Click on Add button once you have entered all the required details. So now you can see there is two applications file and one is web app. Whatever the application you have added here, it will be there in the application repository. So far we have seen how to add an application internally. So if you have your application inside the Play Store, how would you like to add it? So you just need to click on Profile option. Here you will be having an option called AFW apps. Click on AFW apps and click on login to Google Play for work. For more information about how to enroll your device to AFW, please visit our webinars.com and 42gears.com. You'll be able to see more details and more information in that webinar session, previous webinar session. Now let us see how to add an application inside the Google Play for Work. You just need to search in, for example, let me search a Gmail client. Select the application. You need to approve as an administrator. So now you have two options. If you would like to update your application whenever it is updated inside the Google Play Store, just check this option and click on Save option. So in this way, we will be able to add multiple applications. So once you have added all the applications, how would you like to see? So if you click on My Managed Apps, whatever the applications you have added inside the Google Play for Work, all the applications will be listed over here. Now let us go back to the console. So I would recommend you to refresh so that all the applications whatever we have added inside the Play for Work will be added inside the application store as well. So now we have seen how to add an application inside global repository of enterprise application store. In order to push apps depending upon their roles and business use case, we need to create a profile using the global repository which already we have created. Just click on profile option. Click on add button. So we have an option called application policy wherein here you can add all the applications whatever you want end users to use. For example, let us name this profile name as IT admin. Whatever application I had add from here, only these applications should be used by IT admin employees. So there are three options over here. One is through SureMDM App Store, other one is from Play for Work and Configure System Apps. Let us go one after the other. Click on SureMDM App Store. SureMDM Enterprise App Store is nothing but if your application is there in Enterprise App Store, it can be an in-house app store or the commercial application which will be there in the secured container. Click on choose apps. If you remember, I have added an SureLog application. Let us select that and click on install silently. Let us add even the web application, that is 42Gears website. Now I have added an application inside the Google Play for Work which is a Gmail client. Let me go through that. Choose the client and just check this box so that automatically your Gmail client will be installed on your devices. Click on next. So here, since the Gmail client is applicable for app config, you can enter all the required details. As I said in third slide, you can configure all the email address and the host name so that you don't need to educate any of the end users. Automatically, if you pre-configure everything here on the end user Gmail client, all the access will be done. So far we have added 3 applications. Now let us add an application from the system apps. Let us see if I want to add a contacts application inside the container so that it will be secured. Just select the application from the app name, click on add button. So now we have added all the applications which should be accessible by IT admins. Let us save this profile. So far we have seen how to add an application and how to add inside the profile. So now unless and until we push this profile to our devices, this application will not be configured and deployed, right? So here you can add a group called IT admin, and push all the IT admin employee devices to this group. So now let us see how to push this particular profile to our devices. Select a device, click on apply button. If you remember, I have created a profile called IT admin. You just need to click on apply button. So as you can see, for this demonstration purpose, I'm using a Lenovo device. If you remember, I have pushed a SureLog application from my console. So this is our Nix agent and SureMDM Enterprise Application Store. Whatever the application is there with the suitcase symbol, it will be a secured and it will be in encrypted format. For example, we had pushed an Gmail client from our SureMDM application. Whatever the data you access from this Gmail client, that will be in an encrypted format. You will not be able to open in your personal content. So from here you can observe that all the Gmail content, whatever there in the personal, you can use it. And if your application is there inside the suitcase, you will be able to manage as an organization. Just click on apps button. So inside this window, you will be able to get the package name and application version. Suppose this application version is not matching your enterprise store or your application, just select this particular application and then click on uninstall button over here. For example, select this application and click on uninstall. Automatically, this particular application will be uninstalled from my device. So let's come to a business scenario. For example, I have pushed as an organization, I have pushed all the content to my device. What if an employee quit the organization, or what if an employee lost his devices? Any organization don't want their data to be lost, or any employee, the organization, they doesn't want their details to be shared. So in that case, you can just select a device and then click on wipe. On one click of wipe button, whatever the details is there inside your container, everything will be removed and the personal device side will be a safe. Like that, we'll be able to secure the application and manage the application and even update the application. For example, we have pushed our SureMDM Enterprise Application Store. Let me show you how does it look. So we have pushed a web application. If you launch this internet website, it will be launched inside the secure browser. And if you remember from the store, we have uploaded a SureLog application which can be updated, uninstalled or installed. So whatever the application inside the enterprise application store is there, you'll get a brief over here. So far we have seen how to manage an application, how to push a profile to Android devices. Now let us see how to add an application to the iOS devices and how to configure and how to push a profile to iOS devices. Similar to Android, just go to application store and select a platform as iOS. Click on add new application from here. So before adding any application, let us say if you don't want any application to be there in the global repository, you can always go back and remove this application. Now let us add a new application. There are 4 options over here to add. One is through upload IPA file. If you have your IPA file inside your system, you can directly click on upload IPA and browse the particular IPA file and then upload it. If you have your IPA file inside the manifest link, let us say I have a sample IPA file of a show video application. So here you can see you might need to enter the required details, let's say a category. In our case, the show video belongs to a digital signage solution. And enter the description as well, a video looper. Now click on add button. So here you can see automatically your IPA file has been added to the global repository. Now, what if your application is there inside the App Store? How do you add that? Just select an App Store and select the app type, whether it is universal or iPad only. You can even select your country. For example, let me add a client, that is Gmail client, which is present inside the App Store. Just select a client from here. From here, yes, SureMDM is supported with VPP also. You just need to enter the bundle ID over here and punch in the required details so that even the paid application will be able to add. You will be able to add. Select an application, click on add. Since it is application from the App Store, you don't need to enter the details. Click on add. So now I have added Gmail client to my repository. Let us see how to push this profile to a device side and how to add this application to a profile. Click on profiles, select a platform as iOS, click on add button. There's an option called application policy. Configure it, click on add button. Here you will be able to select an application. For example, if you want to share these applications to be used by only managers, so just select the Gmail client and click on install silently so that automatically this application will be installed silently on your iOS devices. Let me add one more application, that is Show Video, which I have added as a manifest link. So you might have questions like what are the authentication types? Yes, for authentication you can even upload your certificate file from this option. If your application needed any authentication, just go to certificate and upload the certificate, necessary certificate. Now let us name this profile as a manager. Save this profile. Now we have configured a profile with two applications, and if any security authentication is required, yes, you can upload it from the certificate option. And yes, we even compatible with the SSO and the single sign-on like OAuth or the Centrify application, wherein you can punch in your required details. So now select the group or the devices, click on apply button. Select the profile which you had configured before and then click on apply. So now you can see the job is pending state. As soon as it turns to a green tick mark, it will be in deployed state. So meanwhile, let me show on my device side. There is the Nix agent which I have enrolled and it is displaying inside the console. So on this console, you can see at the footer, there is an app store over here. There is our customized enterprise application store. Whatever the application you push from the MDM, it will be present over here. So since I have pushed an application right now, you can see over here the show video application and the Gmail client, whatever I have pushed from my console has been deployed on the device side. So now whatever the attachments or whatever the files you get inside this container, it will be managed by SureMDM by an organization. How to see the application name, how to see the bundle ID. You can just select a device and click on apps. Here you can see the bundle ID of the application as well as the version name. Suppose if you want to wipe the application, if the employee leaves the organization, you can directly click on wipe option here, so that whatever the details are present inside the container will be deleted. For example, we have pushed two applications, one is show video and Gmail client. This data will be pushed and removed. With this, we come to the end of the demo. Thank you for listening. I would now like to move on to the Q&A session. There are a few questions that I can see. Let me take you through that one by one. The first question is Enterprise App Store available for company-owned devices? Yes, it is available for both company-owned devices as well as the BYOD scenarios. The only difference is if it is a company-owned devices, it will be not there inside the container, but you will be able to see the enterprise application store. Inside that store, as I have shown you the 42Gears website, even the web app and the application will be available. There's one more question I can see in the question box. You said SureMDM App Store is compatible with app config. Can we pre-configure all VPN client settings through SureMDM? Yes, we can pre-configure the app config settings. For example, if the VPN client offers the app config such as Pulse Secure example or the Juniper SSL, you'll be able to pre-configure such details and data and then push it to the devices. Automatically, you don't need to educate the end user. These VPN client settings will be pre-configured from the organization and pushed to a device. Okay guys, the planned time for the webinar session is over. There were a few more questions that I didn't have time to answer. I'll email the replies to your questions as soon as possible. If you have any more questions, please feel free to drop in a mail at webinar@42gears.com or visit us www.42gears.com. And with that, we come to the end of this webinar. Thank you everyone. It was a pleasure being with you today. Thank you again for joining us today, and we will see you next time. Thank you.